Hey everyone, Tech OG here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And this is going to be a quick review of the Unihertz Jelly Pro that I've purchased on eBay, used. This phone came out about a year ago, and this is the first phone of this size that is a 4G capable phone that receives 4G signal. And this raised over $1 million when it was on Kickstarter. And now it has a successor phone called the Atom. And that right there has already raised $1 million with 16 days ago. So if you are interested in getting the phone, I can leave a link of the crowdfunding, Kickstarter crowdfunding in the comment section so that you can purchase yours. The successor phone is definitely going to be a whole lot better than the Jelly phone, even though this has two features that this phone does not. Even though this is the successor phone and the better phone, this still has two features that will put this in its own category over this phone. Even though this phone is going to be newer, it's a rugged phone, so you can drop it. It can withstand a lot of drops and shocks and things like that. Has Gorilla Glass. An octa-core processor, 4 gigabytes of RAM, NFC so that you can use Samsung Pay and whatnot, or Google Pay, a fingerprint reader, and it's also going to have, the camera is going to be 8 megapixels in the front, 16 MP in the back, and it's going to have a 2000 milliamp battery, and that battery is going to be way better and the battery that's in here. This battery is a 950 milliamp battery, so this one's gonna last definitely through a whole day. This one barely can get you through 4 hours. If you get a phone call, it will eat the battery up big time. So that's why they definitely increase the battery on the successor phone. Now, the two things that this phone has that this phone doesn't, and they should have included these things on this phone. This has a removable 950 milliamp battery, and it also has expandable storage up to 256 gigabytes on a micro SD card. This does not have expandable storage. It only has 64 gigabytes of onboard storage, and like I said, the battery is non-removable. Even though it's a big battery, and that makes the phone thicker, it's non-removable. I wish they would have been able to, or give the user the chance to remove the battery, kind of like the Galaxy S5, because that had an IP rating, so it made it water resistant, but you can still remove the battery. They should have did it for this phone right here. Too bad they didn't. I bet you they might do it in a later version. They don't want to give you all the goodies now. They want to keep making money off of you, us consumers, just like Apple, just like Samsung does, just like car companies. Oh, get the new 2019 car. It has Bluetooth. Last year's model didn't have Bluetooth. They keep adding little stuff to the car so that you can keep buying it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, that's been the techniques of businesses for decades. So, it's nothing new. So, we can't complain too much. So I get why they do it, because they want to make as much money as possible and get their pockets fat. Well, our pockets get thinner. But anyway, long story short, I got the phone, tried it out, turn it on, looks cool. It's a 2.45 inch screen. It's pretty clear, as you can see. And what I did was I installed a lot of things that I have on my Galaxy S9 on here. So I got the little flip clock, the weather. Over here I got Guardian and my calendar. And on the other side I got my music players. And Spotify right there, just in case I hear a song and gotta get the name of it. Boom, right there. And I also have the coveted Nova Launcher. Look at Nova Launcher. Look at my apps. Look how cool my apps are. And it scrolls pretty good. It scrolls really good. So there's your Nova Launcher. There's my shortcut to some of my most used apps. And with the installation of a rotation control screen thingy, you can, oh, that was cool, take your desktop or your home screen and it flips. Isn't that the coolest? And the reason why I wanted to flip is because I wear it like a watch phone. Yes, it looks pretty big on the wrist, and according to one of my colleagues at school or at work, well, I work at a school, he said it looks like a spaceship. Or no, he said it's a space shuttle. He said, why you got a space shuttle on your arm? He thought he had jokes. Actually, he didn't have to think he had jokes. He actually did have a joke. That was kind of funny. So, although it looks big on my wrist and everything, did I take it off? No, I didn't. I didn't care what he said. It's mine. So, as far as using the phone, this has 2 gigabytes of RAM, so it's slower. It has a dual core processor. And the processor and the RAM for this phone, I mean, it's not bad. It's just that it's not fast enough for my usage. I mean, as far as looking at email, I mean, you can check your email. Yeah, it's going to be kind of small and whatever. You can turn it to the side and it'll increase the font a little bit. You know, make it bigger. So you can be able to read on here, and the video quality is pretty good. Actually, the camera quality is also pretty good as well. Let me see if I can get to the camera. Because I took some pictures at work just the other day. Oh, you got to be really precise with your fingers too. You got to be really precise with touching those icons. And the processor again, it's slow. I don't like it slow. But here, let me show you some of the picture quality. So what I did was I took some pictures of some instrument bingo cards in my classroom because I'm gonna do a unit on this next year. So when you look at it, oh, that's kind of faded. I don't like that picture. Let's try another one. Ah, that's better. There we go. So this shows you the pixelation of the 8 megapixel camera on the back, because I took it with the camera on the back. Nice and clear. Doesn't get pixelated at all. Look how big you can get that. That's a pretty good camera. That's a pretty good camera for a small phone. Don't get me wrong. I like using my S9 for pictures. This isn't bad for a small phone. Like I said, it's pretty clear. And I'm not holding it, well, sorry about that, too close to my Galaxy S9, which is recording this video. So as far as, oh yeah, you got your back button here, and you got your recent apps here. So it's all good. And you got your back to your home screen right there. Go back to clear it. And like I said, with the 2 gigabytes of RAM and the dual core processor, this does not perform as well as my S9, and that's why I'm going to be selling this. And that's why I backtracked and got back on the piggyback of, or the bandwagon, I should say, of the Atom. So I had to plunge again, but this time, since the one that I had was snatched up, I had to pledge $219. So I had to pay an extra $20 for the Atom when it comes out in October. Do I care? No, I don't. I know it's going to be more powerful, much more powerful than this. Oh yeah, the deal breaker. Even though like I said, I wanted to have a phone that has expandable storage and changeable batteries or removable batteries. The deal breaker of this was on Friday after work. I had a gig with my band and had to go to a place that I didn't know, and so I turned on Google Maps, and in turning on Google Maps to get to the place, the processing speed of getting the map was extremely slow. And refreshing the map, oh my gosh, the refresh was super slow. So when you're driving and you're making turns, it doesn't move in real time. It's moving really, really slow. So by the time you get to the corner that you have to turn on or whatnot, it's not even at the corner on the map. And that was frustrating because when I made the turn, I had to wait for it to, refresh and process. And, if I had to make another turn, I missed it because the processing was very, very slow. So as a musician and going to places that I've never been, that is a no-no, a complete no-no for any kind of smartphone. So that right there is a deal breaker. Yes, it has a removable battery, expandable storage, but slow processor. I don't care how good this phone was before. Maybe that's why people haven't used it. They should have mentioned that so that I didn't have to buy it. Man, I'm mad. To save my money, kept my pledge to save me $20 and got an armband, clip, and whatnot. But oh well, that's what I get. And that's why I'm doing this video, to let you know, don't get this. Yes, it has two features that the Atom doesn't, but it doesn't have power. It doesn't have the muscle for your everyday usage. Now, some things, yes, it's going to have the muscle. Like email. Email doesn't take that much power. But GPS, that takes power. Certain games, that's going to take power. Running multiple things, that's going to take power. Processing power. So for this phone, no. This gets Teco G's. Let's say I'm going to give it between the sideways and the thumbs down. So if this is out of stars, I would give it a 1.5 now. Now, it's still a good phone. And I'll be out of... Okay, actually, if it's going to be out of 5 stars, I'll give it a 2. I'll give it a 2. I won't be mean. Because it is a nice phone. I like the form factor. I like the camera. I like that it's clear. I don't like the plastic. That could probably scratch. So get yourself a nice screen protector for it. It's not Gorilla Glass like the Atom. It's nice and light. Oh yeah, another thing that is bad about this phone, trying to take off the back cover. You need a prying object to pry this open. The first time you get it, you're gonna need a prying object. I just bought 10 of them on Amazon. I bought it for this because I thought I was gonna keep it. Now that I'm selling it, I'm going to include those prying objects with the sale of this phone. So I'm going to put a link of the sale on eBay in the comment section. So if you are interested in this and not worried about the processing power, because like I said, using maps is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. I would not recommend this for GPS or finding your way around wherever you're going. So like I said, if you still like the phone and need a phone right now rather than waiting for October, and I don't want to wait for October because that means I got to go back to work. I just got on summer break, so I want my summer break to be slow. So I don't mind the wait, but if you really need a phone right now, I'm going to erase it to factory settings, so no, you're not going to get this cool wallpaper that I got from the app Zedge. And if you're interested in that, just look it up. It's in the Google Play Store. If you're interested in the phone, it will be on sale probably tomorrow morning. I'm going to take pictures of it tonight, yada, yada, yada. Include the stuff and bid on it if you want it. But like I said, I will give this 2 out of 5 stars. I will give this a Teco G between so-so and bad rating with a thumb. Like I said, by it not having good GPS, by the back being kind of hard to take off, and by this not being able to last 3 hours, 4 hours when you're making phone calls or surfing the web, those things are not good for a phone. So that's just how I feel about it. And like I said, I don't hold my tongue. I don't bite my tongue. I'm not being paid to give this review because I'm pretty sure that Unihertz has already heard all the bad things about this phone, and that's why they're making this one. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to be upset with me because they've already heard this for a year since this phone. It's about a year. It's been out for a year, so they've already heard a lot of bad comments, and so that's why they made some improvements with this one. So if you like the video, definitely leave a thumbs up and leave comments in the comment section there if you have any questions or just want to talk, chill, chat. And please subscribe to my video on my channel. Please tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.